Hey guys, it's Katie. I'm going to be sharing with you the books that I'm going to be reading over the weekend, and I will start off with the book I'm currently reading, which is When It's Ajar by Tom Holt. Now, Tom Holt is one of those authors that I personally underrate, because whenever I pick up his books, I find them absolutely hilarious, and he is one of the funniest authors, other than Jasper Fforde, that I have read. And I seriously don't appreciate his books as much as I should until I actually read a new one. This is his latest book, and it is about a man called Morris who kills a dragon with a butter knife and consequently loses the love of his life. Meanwhile, this is paralleled with a man that is stuck in a jar and keeps on forgetting everything. Yes, it's weird, it's wonderful, and it's absolutely hilarious. I'm about 100 pages in so far, and this book has possibly got one of the best first pages that I've ever read. Years ago, when he was a child, Morris refused to go on the underground because he was scared of all the dead people. His father had asked him a few questions and glanced at the bedside table and explained that the underground wasn't the same thing as the underworld that he'd been reading about in his Myths and Legends of the Ancient Greeks book, which his Aunt Jane had given him for his birthday. There were no dead people, three-headed dogs, or sinister boatsmen down there. His father promised him. Just crowded platforms, unreliable trains, people in scruffy old coats who talk to themselves, a really quite small proportion of homicidal lunatics, and a rather unsavoury smell. He'd been reassured, though he'd secretly quite fancied seeing a dog with three heads, and withdrawn his objection. Nevertheless, even now, there was something about it. And that in itself got me hooked on the first page, and I am super excited to finish this book. The next book that I hope to get onto is Number 9 Dream by David Mitchell. Now, David Mitchell is the author of Cloud Atlas, which I am yet to read because it is a mega monster of a book, and I keep on putting it off even though I've been wanting to read it for quite a while now. But anyways, I'm not entirely sure what this book is about, so I will read you the blurb. When 19-year-old God, don't even know how to pronounce that. When 19-year-old Eiji Miyake arrives in Tokyo from backwater Japan to locate the father he has never met, he begins a whirlwind journey that zigzags from reality to fantasy in a chain of extraordinary encounters. But until Eiji has fallen in love and exorcised his childhood demons, the belonging he craves will remain tantalizingly just beyond his grasp. It does sound pretty interesting, but as I said, I have absolutely no idea what it's about, and to be honest, I only picked this book because I thought the cover looked absolutely incredible. I just think it's absolutely perfect, and it's just my cup of tea because it's very graphical to think of a word that probably doesn't exist. So those are the books that I plan on reading over the weekend. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan on reading, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye! The end.